Hey guys, what's going on? Sean here. In today's video, I'm going to share some tools that you can use to get more information on your competitors or basically just spy on them. Alright, so let me explain why I'm actually doing this video to share these tools. Sometimes, once in a while, you're gonna see some ads or some companies online that you find really interesting. Okay, so this is something that happens to me once in a while, probably once a week. I see something, you know, maybe an ad somewhere, or maybe like a nice video on YouTube about a company, you know, like something funny and cool. So what happens is when I see something really interesting, when I see some company or some person is doing a really good job, what I do is I do research about them to see how they're doing their stuff, and you know, and to see if there's something that I can learn from them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna share some tools that I use to do research on my competitors, on, you know, some interesting new companies that come around once in a while, and all of that stuff. All right, so let's talk about it. So the first thing, actually, before I start, let me tell you that these tools that I'm sharing here are not completely accurate. Okay, so it doesn't mean if you're gonna get a ton of good information from them, but they don't give you 100% accurate data. Okay, so it's not like it's gonna be 100% correct. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But they give you a really good idea of what's going on in a company or in a business. Depends on what you're looking for, obviously. So the first tool I'm going to share with you is addicted.io. Now this is a tool that searches ads, Facebook ads. For example, if you find something interesting, and if you want to see if that person or that page or that company is doing any other ads, you can just simply search these ads on this on addicted.io. Let me just do this. For example, I'm gonna search Aweber in here. Okay, so basically what's gonna happen is that it's gonna give me all of the ads that this software can find on Facebook related to Aweber. Okay, so it's not just Aweber, but everything that has mentioned Aweber. For example, Call Loop. For example, the ad says Call Loop integrates with Aweber, HubSpot, and Infusionsoft. So this is an Aweber ad. Okay, so for example, this is another ad that is saying, hey, forget Aweber and all of that stuff. There's another Aweber ad. So again, this is not showing everything clearly, because these companies, they run a ton of ads, so it's not everything, but you can get a good idea of what kind of ads they're running. So if you want to use them, you can do the same thing in your own business. So if, for example, if you're looking for a copy for your ads, you can just search related companies, you know, you may be competitors in this tool, to find good copies or copies that these competitors are using. So it's a good tool to look for Facebook ads. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is what runs where. This is like a more advanced version of addicted.io. So basically, this is going to give you every single ad that your competitors are running. Okay, it's on desktop and mobile, or just desktop, and they're going to give you Google, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, anything that you can imagine. So pretty much everything. Okay, so again, this is a bit costly in case if I don't use this personally, because I really don't need to use it. But if you want to gather a ton of information, you can do that. But the Pro package is, I think, the best one, $3.99, because it gives you desktop and mobile. It does the same thing, but more advanced, you know, more platforms. This one was just for Facebook, obviously. So yeah, that's what runs where. Okay, so next thing I'm going to talk about is something that I've mentioned before, is SimilarWeb. This is a website that gives you a ton of good data on any website that you can imagine. For example, let's search CNN. I'm just going to show you what kind of information you can get actually. Okay, so it gives you the ranking, okay, the country ranking, global ranking, category ranking. Gives you a ton of more, like how many views, page views it's getting every month. For example, CNN is getting half a billion page views every month. What countries it's getting most of the traffic from, traffic sources, you know, referral, search, social, and it's going to give you more details on referral, what websites are sending the most of traffic to, and a lot of other things. So guys, this is a really great tool, and it doesn't have to be a website the size of the CNN. If it's getting enough visitors, The SimilarWeb is going to give you a ton of good information. For example, if you're spying on your competitors, if you're trying to see if you're promoting a product, you can actually put the website in here and see what websites are sending the most of the traffic, so you can actually go there and get traffic from there. For example, let's put gsniper.com. This is a ClickBank product, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in here and see where it's getting most of the traffic from, so you can just do the same thing and send traffic to. For example, this is the website. So this is an affiliate product on ClickBank. This is a product that you can promote on ClickBank. So what I do is I put it in here, see how many views it's getting every month and where it's getting most of the traffic from. Okay, so referrals, take a look. I see that what websites are sending most of the traffic to from. Okay, so what I do is I just go through these websites and put my links in here. This is how I can get a ton of sales actually from these websites. So you can just learn a lot of great search terms and all of that stuff. Social, you know, the advertising, where it's being advertised and all of that stuff. A lot of good information. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Google Alerts. Now this is a really cool tool if you're interested in a specific subject and you want to make sure that if something comes up about it on Google, you can actually you get a notification. For example, in my case, I'm putting my own name and one of my products, CB Masters Academy. So if something comes up about it, I can just Google is gonna alert me, and I'm gonna know, and I'm gonna be able to read that article, website, or whatever. So it's a good tool to actually get data on get alerts on new content. So last one I'm going to talk about is BuiltWith. This is a website that gives you the ability to see how a website is built, or the technology that is used in a website. For example, let's put Aversity, okay? So it's going to give us a lot of information, like the web servers this website is using, and the name server, email, the content management system. In this case, we're using WordPress, so it's showing WordPress. It's using the framework, scripts, what kind of plugins we're using, and all of that stuff. It just gives you a ton of good information about a website in case if you're a technical person and you want to figure out how a website is being built. Alright, so let me bring up the webcam again. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something new today. If you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos every single day. Also, like this video and share it with your friends. Alright, so let me know if you have any questions. If not, I'll see you in the next video.